So there's some bit of things I need to mention here. The timeline between videos is a bit off. It's not like a few hours. It's more like I think 30 minutes. But it's still noticeable because you know the old audio I didn't check. I'm not sure. It's not like it got corrupted. It's more like I changed my visual direction, so that's why it changed the video style. That's exactly why. So that's really about it. I'm not gonna say, oh my god, spoiler one because P-2. I wanted to say that, but I realized that's a terrible idea. No one really cares about spoilers. People just watch videos. Let's be honest. So, I mean, let's get to the guide to P rank P-2, I guess. And now I'm gonna go now. Bye. Welcome guys to an episode of ULTRAKILL. So today I'm going to be guiding you how to P rank P-2. As you can see, you want this golden yellow. Yeah, you better listen, nerds. You better listen, all of you casual nerds, ULTRAKILL tryout nerds. I don't care who you are. You better learn. Okay, you better learn how I P rank stuff. Okay. Anyhow, the first things first is I click off that. Anyhow, the first things first, you have to know how to access P-2. Normally you can't access this, so you need to access P-1. To access that, you gotta beat entirety of Prelude and Act 1. Because let's be honest, let's be very honest. I think that's like the prerequisite. I won't tell you how to get to P-1. I won't hint because this is not a P-1 video. This is a P-2 video. So most is gonna be how to access P-2 first. So after you beat P-1, you do the entire thing for P-1. After that, you have to P rank the entirety of Act 2, and then once you do that, you go to 6-2. Like straight up, just go there. After you beat up Gabriel, you're just gonna ignore him. Like just slightly ignore him because he'll start monologuing. Because I'm gonna tell him to shut up, Gabriel, please. Have a coin. I'll pay you to shut up. And that's how you do it. That's how you access P-2. You access that hole. I mean, where's that hole is basically like I think it's like my right hand side. I'm not sure really. It is my right hand side, my right side to be exact. I don't know what type. I don't know your directions, but it is my right side. Because I normally use my arms for reference. And after you access it, and then boom. After that, you access P-2. That's it. That's all about this entire section. The next section is the actual guy. So yeah. Also, the guy is not gonna be live commentator because I cannot live commentate P-2 because I suck. Because I'm a casual. Anyhow, so that's it, I guess. Like and subscribe, nerd, so I can get ad revenue. I hope you're listening, by the way. Yeah, that's gone long enough already. Let's get to the next part. And we're back with the Weezer Room. The reason why it's called the Weezer Room is because of this. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, number one tip is to set up a saw blade trap. But number two actually is nuking them to death. Because I don't know, they're really in sync. They should start a boy band. After that, I'm just gonna kill everybody. I think I'll pause here real quick because I would highly recommend saving some of your coins for the ferryman to kill them pretty easily, because when I punch a coin to the ferryman, I throw 3 coins and I kill that guy pretty easily. Let me just showcase it to you. So this is my method now. Last method was just me showcasing you guys how I did it blindly without questioning my life. But also, you know, I'm gonna nuke them after that stuff. I'm gonna waste a lot of coins. Wow. Okay, that guy's actually dead. So I've set up saw blade trap because you know why? Because the room is small as hell actually. Like really small. You did not see anything. After that, so like it's like really small. After that, I'm just gonna. Anyhow, can I actually kill you now? Can you die? Thank you very much. Thank you. After that, I'm gonna overpump these nerds. So what I can be doing is saw blade trap, nuke them, use SSR cannon, probably use sharpshooter, and probably go here and shoot like this. Because you know it does a lot of damage, and I recommend using coins. Probably even use shotgun to do some massive damage to it. But normally it's like that. After that, I'm gonna link the Weezer Room to the bridge because let's be honest, this is like the same thing. I'm just gonna ignore it. So after that, I'm gonna do this, and then bam. What I'm doing here is actually doing something called enemy prioritization. I do not know how I did not know if I butchered that or not. Don't look at my screen, by the way. because I prioritize the sword machine as the biggest threat, so I kill the sword machine. After that, I'm gonna kill the sentries. Like this. I think both of them are dead. Yeah, both of them are dead. They're such big nerds. And then I kill the all four the schisms. After that, most of the times people will be kind of scared of this guy, which I can admit. Having a mini boss idol right in front of you is probably not the best thing Hakita has ever made. I mean, it's the most evil thing he's ever done because he thought it was funny, and to be fair, it is. It's slightly funny seeing people struggle, and I would just recommend just listening to audio cues and then just ignoring it. The next part is gonna be this room, but I totally just ignored it. So I guess, yeah, I would recommend just listen to audio cues, because when you hear the battle, you're not gonna be able to hear it, but you're gonna be able to see it. So I recommend just having some visual clues, watching the visual cues, and just be wary of blue things, I guess. And that's it for the Weezer Room and this room. I know it's not that much, but it's pretty much normal procedure for anybody, even for me. Anyhow, I think that's it. Or you can actually do this. You can just lock them down here if you don't want them to teleport that much. The screwdriver will actually force them to stay in place. But if you punch it out, it won't do damage. It won't do damage in general. So yeah, I guess that's really about it for that. Anyhow, on to the next part. Which is this corridor room actually. So what I'm gonna do is actually prioritize the Cerberus and kill that guy pretty easily. After that, I'm gonna use sharpshooter. Most people actually will use this, and then they punch the other one up and do this. Or maybe line it up and shoot with the normal piercer shot, but I'll just use sharpshooter to kill it pretty fast, because sharpshooters are like the top 2 best revolvers out there. A little disclaimer: the corridor room for some people are actually pretty difficult because how small it is, but as long as you kill them pretty fast, you should be totally fine actually. So that's it for the corridor room, I guess. It's pretty short because of how little enemies it has. As you can see, I'm being attacked. I'm just gonna click this checkpoint and go to the next room, which is I call it the I don't know what to call it. I call it the chaos thing. Anyhow, on to this room. So the first things first, I'm gonna actually set up a saw blade trap, and I'm just gonna kill this one of the sword machines, and I kill this guy, and after that they're dead. I'm gonna focus on the 2 virtues, and I'm gonna aim for this guy, and I'm gonna kill those 2 Maurices. After that I'm just gonna do that. Yep, pretty good guy. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna checkpoint once again. So I'm gonna teach you what to do here. Okay, listen to me out, hear me out. So first things first, I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna do the same thing as I did for that one here. After that, I'm gonna prioritize this guy over here. After that, I'm gonna kill this guy. Okay, I know I said this guy and this guy, but this is actually pretty useful. I would recommend just... Wow, I died. That's the first time I actually died in this video. But it's fine, it's a guide video. I'm fine with it dying here, because you know, die means more opportunities to tell you how to do stuff. Okay, as you can see, there's 2 mind flares. As I said, do not be afraid. It's just mind flares. They can't really do anything if you parry them, or if you do anything. Now for this part, I recommend... What? I was over parried that, by the way. I wanted the full health. Anyhow, I cannot commentate. There we go, he's dead. After that, I'm gonna... Normally, most people would actually just go for... Can I aim for you? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm getting really mad right now. After that... Oh, one of them got friendly fired. Can you not shoot your lasers and give me a... Thank you very much. What? How kind of you. I already have full health. God damn it. There we go. With all my full health. That's about it. That's how I'm gonna treat them. Just treat them as punching bags. So the first half is 2 sword machines, and I'm gonna set up a saw blade trap, and then I parry one of them, pump them with nails, and then one of it's dead. After that, I go for the dunk on the sentry here. After that, I just normal kill the other sword machine. After that, I'm gonna focus on the 2 virtues because they're like the biggest threat. after that, I'm gonna kill the 2 Maurices normally, because you know that's how we normally kill it. After that, we're gonna do something real quick, which is can you guys just leave me alone? After that, I'm gonna stand. I'm not sure where. I think it's here. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, as you see, I stood right there. I'm gonna move around here, because if you don't move around in P-2, you might as well just die. Because to be honest, P-2 is that difficult for level that I cannot commentate it, but I'm doing it anyways, because why not? Let's be honest, why not? Wow, I'm dead. You know, I'm gonna focus here real quick, so I can kill these guys pretty fast and get back to the video. Alright, after that, I'm gonna stand that right here. Can you not? Young ma'am. Ma'am. Chillax. Chillax. Young sirs. Young ladies. Chillax, please. Chillax. I know I'm a popular YouTuber, but just chillax. I think I'll stand right here. I'm gonna stand right here, this spot. Can you guys not? It's a pretty rude, okay? It's very rude to interrupt a random person talking, okay? I'm trying to teach people how to kill every one of your kind, okay? After that, I'm just gonna kill them normally. I'm gonna knock this guy right there. After that, I'm just gonna parry this guy. They're pretty easy to kill. After that, I'm just gonna do that. And yeah, I have some coins. After you destroy everything, the 2 mind flares will be slightly easier, because you know they're pretty easy to kill, unless, well, you're bad, which in that case you are. So I recommend just being more careful, or you can just use screwdriver and prevent them to actually do stuff, which is actually a plus for having a screwdriver at hand. Just do that. Just do that. Also, if you want to do the thing where you destroy 2 idols, just stand here, and then you just that's it. They destroy both of those idols at the same time. And on to Strongling, and we're back. So I'm gonna ignore that. I forgot to do that because I'm doing a bit. And I'm gonna go outside here. I'm just gonna go here. After that, I'm gonna stop doing that, and they're both dead. So what I did there was actually pretty much. I discovered this. I had to like analyze everything. Okay, I had to analyze the speedrunners. I had to analyze their tactics. Okay, I had to, or else I wouldn't be able to P-rank this normally. Yes, you can see I failed because I wasn't too high. I was too low before I was in the blood pit. If you're too low when you're before you're in the blood pit, they will all spawn like complete maniacs. If you did it right, they should both do that. So yeah, so if you want, I recommend going at least this high, this high, and then move towards the blood pit. After that, you just stay there, go I think around this length, around here, and then you wait there and they die. That's really about it. I think. I hope. I don't know. Anyhow, that's really about it for Strongling. It's pretty simple, I think. I just watched a random YouTube video, by the way. Am I gonna link it? No. What do you think I am? A charity? You better like and subscribe to me, by the way. Like and subscribe to good old Ichi. And that's all for Strongling, as I said. On to the blood tunnel. And after you put the skull in, I kind of ignored that. But that's actually 2 methods. This is like the old method that I used to do, where I nuke them, and then I prefer to wait a bit because I want one of them to die. So I'll get friendly fire to death. So the explosion would be able to kill the both of them. After that, he's gonna have that. And that's the first method, nuking them. The reason why you want to nuke them is because the explosion radius will actually knock back most of them. But this is the second method. This is the second method, which is actually far more like, yeah, it's far more. Can you thank you. Anyhow, I ignore that guy. That method is called donking. Donk is basically where you go mid-air, where you freeze frame mid-air, and you shoot on the rocket and use a whiplash to hit back, causing a big radius, because when you hit a rocket at an enemy mid-air, it creates like a nuke-like explosion. So when you're mid-air, it does a red explosion, knocking back everything, killing everybody. In that position, everyone's dead. This is like the most efficient method within, you know, for me. I used to use nuking, but now I just donk them. Anyhow, on to the next part, which is I'm gonna kill this guy first, and then I'm gonna kill this nerd, which he's gonna live for some apparent reason. And then I'm gonna force him to come here, and that's it. Yeah. So what I did there was I can't dunked him. I killed this Cerberus, not Cerberus, Maurice. Normally after that, killing both of these two sentries. The reason why you want to focus on this one, because they create a shockwave, knocking these two up in the air, killing both of them. After killing that guy is the next Cerberus over there will be enraged, and you can bait him out, because if they're not enraged, they will not jump, they will not ram off the edge. But if they are, they have the ability to go off the edge. So yeah, that's how you kill the Cerberuses. This is a terrible guide. Anyway, that's all for the blood tunnel. Also, one more tip before I end it off. You should have pretty good movement to ignore these things, because if you hit them, then yeah, that's what happens. And I'm gonna get a checkpoint before I do stupid stuff. Give me a moment. As you can see, if you don't jump up, normally you'll be able to do that, but I can't, because I'm a nerd. I can't, because it bounces you off, which is annoying, actually, because like if it bounces you off, it's annoying. It does stupid stuff, and you can hit your head, which knocks you back, which is slightly annoying. So like when you're about to kill something and you do that, you can probably use this as a leverage, but also don't hit here. Normally you won't be able to hit the sides, but you may never know. You may never know, man. You may never know. And that's it. Just have good movement and probably kill things pretty fast in this length, because well, to be exact, it's pretty easy to die here actually. This is one of the run enders for me, but some people will actually consider the double mind flare room to be a run ender, or Sisyphus, or maybe the Helios mass room, which is fair. The sentries actually kind of do end my runs most of the times. So that's it for the blood tunnel, the spaghetti room. That's really about it. So on to the Helios mass room. And now on to the Helios mass room. Basically, the first wave will actually be 2 sword machines and a ferryman. After that, I'm gonna do the same thing. Normal stuff. I'm gonna nuke them. Apparently, I cannot nuke them. I'm gonna reset this again because I want to showcase the actual method without being disturbed by a random nerd. After that, I failed to nuke, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm totally not a bit mad at that, but I'm not really that mad. I got hit by that. And that guy's dead. Wait. I need health. There we go. And I'm gonna do a overheat saw blade bouncing off these two. That 2 nerds. They'll guarantee both of them to be dead, and this guy's dead. Yep, that's it. I'm not gonna go too much detail because honestly, this room is practically like, I guess, in difficulty if you get used to it. And I'm gonna focus on 3 of the virtues. Normally, actually, a lot of people go for the idols first and knock themselves to the virtues, but I will go for the virtues first because I don't want to deal with the virtues. No one wants to deal with the virtues. No one wants to deal with a bunch of nerds that can snipe you out of nowhere like the sentries. And that's why virtues and sentries are like the top priority enemies, except for the stalkers, because stalkers can sand people, and sanding gives you no amount of health, which is slightly awkward. So everyone's dead and it's really quiet, and I can hear all my voices in my head. Yep, that's really about it, I guess. On to next part, the flesh prison and Sisyphus, where I didn't mention the fact that I was separating them. It doesn't matter, I'm probably gonna edit that in anyways. Anyhow, on the next part. After beating every single thing, I know, I practically just skipped I reset the entire thing. This is, well, normally dumb stuff, but this is where I'm gonna teach you actual stuff. Okay, you better listen here, nerds. You're gonna go to a different difficulty as well because I'm going brutal mode. I don't know why I'm going brutal mode because I'm dumb, I guess. The first thing you're gonna need to do is the Flesh Panopticon, which is, well, it's pretty simple. Let's be honest. Let's be very honest. The Flesh Panopticon is not even. It's not really that the most difficult boss out there. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this normal seizure and just kill this nerd pretty easily. After that, I'm just gonna kill these guys to gain more health. Normally I actually use them as anchor points, but that's it. That's how easy the Flesh Panopticon is. Just last long enough and then you'll be fine, really. You'll be fine. It's not really that difficult. Anyhow, on to Sisyphus. God. My voice. Recently I just watched my audio. Shut up, Sisyphus. My audio has been kind of ruined because of the fact my voice was a bit high. And that's because of the fact that, well, I've been recording for like an hour straight. I was supposed to use what's it called again? Oh yeah, pre-recorded video and I'm gonna analyze it, but I realized I sucked at that and I didn't like the fact I paused a lot. Normally I actually use a saw blade trap, but I'm gonna teach you how to parry his attacks first. So first things first, if you see that, you see be gone. When you hear B, you parry. When you see gone, you just parry away. After that, you see this, you can't escape. Destroy. I'll just use normally 2 dashes and walk there. Yeah, I missed that. This one actually free parry, so don't worry about that. You see, yeah, B, and then that's it. You can't escape. I'm just gonna dash. After that, I'll parry him. After that, he has also one more parable attack. It's just that, so I'll be able to parry him. The reason why I want to teach you how to parry because, you know, parrying is pretty important in Sisyphus boss fight because you want to regain all your health and stamina, so that's how. And this is normal stuff. Yeah, normal. If you see golden flash, you hear audio cue, that's really about it. After that, I'm gonna dodge here. You can escape. You have to be really random with their movements because you don't want to get hit by it, like at all. It does a lot of damage. Like a lot. It's not even funny. Anyhow, I missed. After that, you can also whiplash if you're confident. Because I am slightly unconfident. For this one, I would recommend jumping. Okay, I forgot to mention this, but you can't escape. You have to, you know, jump up and parry him. With that one, you're in a dodge. Anyhow, I'm gonna be much more serious, not because I died, and Ichi never dies, so I'm gonna take my revenge. Brine knows that movement. And And that's how you do it. Shut up. And also, the reason why I want to teach you this first is because I want you to get familiar with Sisyphus's movesets before I teach you how to actually kill Sisyphus. Because Sisyphus movesets are pretty important, because most times you want to beat a boss fight and P-rank a boss fight, you have to, well, understand its moveset first, just like everything. Just like Sisyphus, like Minos Prime, they will have a voice line and you have to react to it immediately. So yeah, that's how you do it. As I'm gonna reiterate, if you forgot, be gone. When you hear B, you parry, you dash away. When you hear you kind of skate, you dash, and then you just do random movements, you jump up and parry. And this will hurt your stand and parry him, do it for extra damage. And you see another flash, just parry that. I'll destroy, I recommend just dodge and parry like that. That's about it. Bosses versus moveset. But also for phase 2, I would recommend actually be more moving around, because you're gonna need to deal with explosions. Actually, they do like 30 damage if I remember. So yeah, that's really about it for Sisyphus's boss fight. But I guess it's hard to actually fighting him. Also on saw blades. And now we're back now. So when you hear that, when you hear the first Panopticon dying, I'm gonna set up one saw blade. After that, I'm gonna set up a chainsaw saw blade. Goddamn, I missed because of slow-mo. I hate my life. I'm so bad at this game. I'm just gonna ignore you, and I'm gonna set up my saw blade trap. Because to be honest, I don't really care. Just let him monologue. Let's be honest. Him monologuing is a sign of weakness and stupidity. Because no one should monologue right in front of your enemy. Because you may never know if they're gonna set up a saw blade trap right underneath your feet. Let's be honest. I messed up my saw blade. Alright. But I'm gonna be honest, this saw blade trap would get rid of like a quarter of himself, let's be honest. So that's it for the saw blade trap, I guess. That's I got missing conduction, by the way. After I'm gonna coin that, and he's dead. And he gives me like a lot of style points. The reason why I recommend conduction is because conduction just kills him faster if you want to P-rank him faster. Or you can just use this or do this, I guess. So yeah, that's how you set up saw blade trap. I did mess up, but there is gonna be another video. There's another point where I'm gonna showcase my P-rank, you know, my P-rank attempt, which is a pretty old recording. I recorded it before this. So yeah, that's it. And then let's go to the outro, I guess.
this prison to hold blood of deaths stains me and hides the deaths. And so, before I take the hands and crush the arms of heaven, he shall do as an appetite. Yes, that's it! You can't escape.
Anyhow, well, done now to the outro. So that's it for the video. Like and subscribe, nerds. I hope this guy will help you P rank, but let's be honest, you won't be able to. You're gonna need to do a multiple tries. This guide is not gonna help you P rank the entirety of P-2. Okay, you gotta understand. P ranking P-2 requires like hundreds of attempts, like maybe a bit more than that. But still, it took me like a few dozens of tries to get a P ranking P-2. Okay, it took me a lot of tries, but I made it. I made it my own way, and that's how I became that good at this random Polygon PvP game, I guess. So that's, as I said, that's it for the video. Like and subscribe, nerds, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.